focus. Ideate, innovate, enable.
Hello and a very warm welcome to this special episode of the Emerging India Awards 2015 Jury on Road. Now we are celebrating 10 years of recognizing and honoring the best SMEs in the country. And taking this very tradition forward, the Emerging India Awards 2015 jury has already hit the road and embarked on a journey of unearthing the finest SMEs from various cities across the country. The capital city of Delhi flagged off the first pre-jury round of the Emerging India Awards 2015. Here's a look. Marking the 10th year of the Emerging India Awards, a jury comprising of eminent representatives of the industry set foot in the historic capital city of Delhi to discover promising SMEs who showed potential to be torchbearers of the prestigious Emerging India Awards.
We started off with a very small production facility which was just the size of this room, and now we are in 5 states. We have 18 different manufacturing units. And we are selling in 19 states of India. And we are exporting to 6-7 countries. We are USA FDA certified. Canada we are supplying. We are supplying to New Zealand, Australia and Middle East.
We have a very good, excellent service track record. So our client retention is very, very high. Plus we are focused on the continuous improvement process. So by virtue of our focus on giving better service and improving the process of delivering of service, so we are able to improve our services continuously.
I think it's very important to reward entrepreneurs because they are a category who are relatively unrecognized in the environment we live in today. They are the ones who are going to drive jobs, goods and services. And in our over-regulated country today, with the ease of doing business being very, very low in the international ranking, the journey of an entrepreneur is very hard. So he's the real driver of the economy. If all the youngsters who are entering the job market every year have to be given gainful employment, it is entrepreneurs and promoters who are going to be able to deliver.
It's a wonderful initiative, given that today we've had an opportunity to see brands which we don't hear of, which we know of, but we don't see them there. And the fact that these are SMEs, which are, and therefore, and these need to be encouraged. These are future corporates, large corporates of India, and it's a very good initiative.
The competing SMEs put their best foot forward, and the jury had a tough task cut out for them.
Any new horizons are opening up with this new business environment which is coming?
Yeah, we are looking at a 5-fold growth in next 5 years. So we are planning ourselves according to multiplying ourselves by 5 times in 5 years.
Well, it is a state subject. Sure. So we've seen some even large brands exiting some states because of the way the endowments fall. Things don't work out. How do you manage this?
Let me tell you, I have, as I told you, I'm a professional turned entrepreneur. I have 25 years of experience in liquor. So I know ins and outs of all the states. Policies do change, but government needs the revenue. Delhi increasing VAT from 20-30%. Haryana increasing VAT. This has become a milking cow for everybody, liquor. That's one of the reasons that I am launching one brand, one below that in prestige segment. Reason being, the cost of liquor is going up. Consumers find it difficult to buy same bottles. They say today it was for 100 rupees, tomorrow 150. So they may go one step below. So I want to have a brand there, a good quality brand.
I think the interactions were very good, and we tried, as a jury, we tried to probe into the success story of these companies. And many new aspects and dimensions of their journey has come to light, and we were intrigued by many of these. And it's a revelation many times of new aspects which are coming out, and these are unheard stories. And I think it was a very interesting and enriching experience for even jury members like us.
It was very very interesting. We happened to meet promoters of different age groups. One who has got 3 decades of experience, one who just started it, who's been a professional, who's turned into an entrepreneur at a very late age. We also had a technocrat coming in. So we had good interactions. Getting, we've been able to see various sectors in the manufacturing as well as services.
I enjoyed the interaction because frankly I love to hear the passion and the way promoters come out and talk about their companies, about their successes and failures, about their highs and lows, and they all have a story to tell, and I find it fascinating to understand what really drives them, what makes them tick. So it's really a very fascinating story that each of the promoters had this evening.
The Emerging India Awards are a benchmark of SME excellence in the country, and it was best reflected in the spirited presentations put forth by the shortlisted candidates.
Award almost from all the customers, and we get almost every year. Say example of JCB. We are working since last 7 years. 5 times we got the award. So this is a recognition of best supplier awards.
We have brands, they are liked by consumers, we are giving them consistent quality. No reason why growth should not be there or our new launches should not be successful. I'm very confident and very upbeat, keeping in view our results for the past 3 years and the move we are going. So these 3 months in the current year, we are as per the projection. This was a unique experience for me. I have not interacted with the jury members before that, so it's a good initiative, has encouraged me a lot, provided me a platform to discuss the way I progressed.
There are some very relevant questions which made sense to me, and I did my best at answering them. And I guess the idea is, if you're looking at SME, the challenges for SMEs are quite different from those for large enterprise, and so I think we are on the line with that.
That was a sneak peek into the Delhi pre-jury round of the Emerging India Awards 2015. It's time for a short breather, but stay tuned for more action as the Emerging India Awards jury hits the land of Rajnikant. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Emerging India Awards 2015 Jury on Road. Now this year the awards are spread over the following categories, namely SME of the Year, Fastest Growing SME in the Manufacturing segment, Fastest Growing SME in the Services segment, Most Successful Young Entrepreneur, Social Entrepreneur, Global SME of the Year, Green SME, Women Entrepreneur, Most Innovative SME and Tech Smart. Now, after selecting the cream of the Delhi SME crop, the Emerging India Awards jury made their way down south to the temple city of Chennai, which has a flourishing SME sector. The capital city of Tamil Nadu saw outstanding small and medium enterprises from various sectors such as manufacturing, auto, energy, even cosmetics make a compelling pitch to the jury.
Drivers are the prime essential requirement for our company. So they have to be treated well, and for which we have a training college for the drivers, because the ODC consignment requires a specialized skill for the transportation part.
So ours is probably one of the very few, maybe within a dozen companies which operate in Singapore, which is fully foreign owned.
We understand what was the vision of the promoter when he started the company, and what is the business into which he is, and where does he want to take his company to. Has he understood the landscape in which he is operating, and how is his business model? Is it different from his competition? So is he head and shoulders above the competition in some way or the other? What are the differentiating factors, like say the USP of his business model? And does he have management? I mean, is it just one man show, or does he have a team of management which actually works without him? And what are his numbers, and where would the company be, let's say, in the next 3 years' time? And we are talking about emerging India. So would this company be keeping pace with the emerging India that we talk about?
Few presentations really stood out. They were clearly able to articulate their vision and what they intend to do. So the dynamism was very clearly visible in some of those.
See, the Emerging India Awards provide a fantastic platform for companies who are going up the cusp. So basically anybody who is going up the ladder, and he gets the recognition from an accredited forum, it helps his business a lot. And one, it helps himself in terms of his motivation level, his own aspiration gets met. And secondly, from a business perspective, I think he starts being ready to go to the next level.
The competent jury put the shortlisted candidates through a grueling Q&A session to pick the best amongst the lot.
Is there a next, have you groomed the next succession, is there a succession kind of a thing in place?
Yeah, very good. It's the right point. So, succession, my son is there.
Okay. He's involved. Though
in this, I think large portion of your clientele also would be women.
Yes, it's around, mostly it's about 60 to 40. 60% women, 40 men. Yes, men is increasing.
I think you have a very good panel. I think it's very well represented from the banking, from the commerce, chamber of commerce, and also from the enterprise rating segments of the business. So I think I had a very good session there. They had very inquisitive questions.
It helps in motivating the entrepreneurs to aspire for that, so that we can be a role model for other entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs, and it also provides impetus, the required fire in the belly, because as you know, end of the day, human nature is to get some kind of recognition or the other. So the awards are motivating to that extent.
It is a nice effort taken by CNBC TV18 as well as by ICICI. And it is for the young entrepreneurs. It's a good welcome effort, so that they can showcase their talents and they can come out in a better way.
It's really a big motivation because this gives us opportunity to even the middle and the smaller SMEs to be able to present themselves to the Indian market and to the world market, and it's for sure something which really is very encouraging.
With the finest of the Chennai SMEs in the nomination pool, it was now time for the jury to turn their attention to the historic city of the Peshwas, Pune, which has a growing cluster of SMEs, especially in the auto and engineering sector. Once in the Deccan city of Pune, the Emerging India Awards jury was greeted by enthused SMEs from the auto, engineering, chemicals, power and agriculture sectors, to name a few.
Of late, when my education joined in 2003, then we have all those TUV, ISO certification and other certification, and we went into global business. And since then, the progress has been phenomenal.
Now, there is another 5-6 people are being promoted to take charge. Actually, all these 4 people are doing one job. Now, each of them they take 2 jobs. Under them they have other motives.
My customers all belong to corporate. So we understand that my competition, 100% customers belong to corporate.
And to the best of our knowledge, there are about 10 big companies in the world, and at 50% market share, we are the number 1 in the world today. That's again a market estimate. The phosphorate that we manufacture, I think we have a capacity of about 70,000 tons.
It's very exciting to meet SMEs with a lot of hope and a lot of dream in their eyes. The kind of SMEs we met at Pune today, few of them were very exciting, had very good plans. The challenge generally with SMEs is that beyond a time they get so passionate about the money that they have earned rather than the business that they are doing, that they start basking in the glory of the money that they have earned rather than keep on planning and keep on looking ahead and keep on trying to feed a long-term vision. So many SMEs we met today had a very clearly drawn out vision, and they are constantly and positively working towards it.
We are essentially looking at at enterprises which have grown, which have successful track record of having established themselves there, being able to withstand the business cycles, very strong management, professional management, being able to move beyond your family-owned businesses, having established a professional management team there.
I am really surprised. The guys are very, very encouraging. You really find real gems in the hinterland. They feel motivated. They are really growing. They are pillar of the economy in the hinterland, in the tier 2, tier 3 cities. They are doing extremely good work.
What I liked most was the session was very interactive. So, there was a lot of to and fro questions asked and thrown, and a lot of advice is also given in between. So, important for a company like us, not just to be part of an award, but also to understand what people think, what eminent jurors think, and what is the best way to go forward.
I think the Emerging India Awards are very important, because I think that the winners definitely, of course, we are just in the initial rounds, but the winners definitely reaffirm the faith in their own organizations, that confirms that, you are doing the right things. And that gives a lot of boost to the people in the companies, and also your stakeholders, who can definitely believe that, yes, you're on the right path.
It's time for a short break, but do stay tuned to watch the Emerging India Awards 2015 jury take on the SME might of the Garden City of Bangalore. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The Emerging India Awards is an inclusive effort to put the spotlight on the engines of the Indian economy, hidden in various nooks and corners of the country. This hunt took the jury to the high-tech capital city of Karnataka, Bengaluru.
The startup capital of the country sprung up some promising SMEs who enthralled the jury with their persuasive pitches.
We have taken it under hard competition. He wanted a figure which was 20% less than Kimju. We took the challenge. We told him, now we have suffered this much. We have succeeded. How you are going to compensate? He said, I can compensate only in one way. I cannot give you 1 rupee extra. But next project is yours.
Idea occurred in my mind, what is the testing required for this kind of defense equipment, why it is lacking in India. So that idea converted today, and today we have developed such kind of products where Agni Prithvi Akash Brahmo, these missiles are tested in our safe ocean supply.
Presentations were good. Most of the promoters had come, and they, since they are the people who are running the show, so they are completely hands-on, very, very passionate about their contribution, about their growth aspirations. Even the second generation also is coming into the business, so they are also getting hands-on. So they have growth aspirations, and they have a clear roadmap for the next 3 years or 5 years, what they want to be.
Very encouraging and inspiring, to look at these guys who, some of them from sort of farming backgrounds, farmers for ages, decades, and suddenly become technologists, right, in providing technology solutions, providing very interesting solutions to the market. So in one word, it's like inspiring.
Impressing the jury, however, was no easy task, as the shortlisted candidates had to prove they are worth their salt.
2004 and many verticals did get added up. So telephone was one line, and then we started with one more major business vertical. Today it's a major vertical. It's audio-visual integration business, which contributes to the major turnover of a company now.
Right from day one, we are very much lucky that I would tell that we are a profit-making company. Right from day one, having started with 2.5 lakhs capital way back in 2007. Today the net worth is close to 5 crores and our revenues have crossed 30 crores. This year we are going to cross 30 crores. Okay, in the first 5 months we have made already around 20 crores we have clocked revenues. So we have employed close to 400 people directly, indirectly.
It's straightforward questions. They had certain things. They had certain things in their mind to ask about the projection of the company, the genesis, the endeavor. So definitely they were asking about the future of the company and our plannings. And how about the investments for the future business, if we are dreaming big. So yes, they were good in fact.
It was nice, beautifully done. All the three persons have asked, since I was accompanied with my CFO, a financial guy. So whatever the financial things were required by my CSO, whatever the commercial part and the technical part was answered by me. So everything was perfect.
See, one is having been a first generation entrepreneur, it is difficult to get name and fame and recognition. It actually, helps us to get some fame, having been recognized by people like CNBC TV 18 or ICICI Bank or CRISIL and being nominated for this Emerging India Awards. It is good that we can showcase ourselves and people start to know, get to know us.
That was just a small preview of all the SME-packed action lined up in our ongoing journey that culminates with the Emerging India Awards 2015 a few months from now. So do tune into this space for more. Till then, from the entire team, many thanks for watching.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.